So today we are going to learn about image formation due to refraction. So we have considered two mediums, one rarer medium, one denser medium, and we have placed the object in the denser medium and eye in the rarer medium. For example, you have placed a coin at the end of a bucket filled with water and you are viewing it from air. So your eye is in the rarer medium, which has a refractive index mu1, and the object is in a denser medium, which has a refractive index mu2, right? So rays of light coming out from P, one ray PC coming out, it gets deflected away from the normal as CD, and another ray of light reflected perpendicularly on the interface between the rarer medium and the denser medium, it goes undeviated. So if you now project the two rays, you get the image formed at Q. Image formed at Q point. Understood?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So, and doing mathematics from generalized Snell's law, we can write we can write mu2 sin I is equal to mu1 sin R. From there, we can write mu2 by mu1 equals to sin R by sin I. Now, in mathematics, we can, for a very small angle of view, for very small angle of view or normal viewing angle, we can write sin theta is equal to tan theta. From that, we come here mu2 by mu1 equals to sin R by sin I. We can write this as tan R by tan I. And what is tan R from this diagram? Tan of this angle R gives you perpendicular by base. The perpendicular is AC and the base is AQ. So tan R is AC by AQ. And what is tan I? Tan of this angle I, it is AC by AP. AC by AP. So finally what you get, mu2 by mu1 is AP by AQ. What was AP? AP was your real depth. AP was your real depth. AP was your real depth. And what is AQ? AQ is your apparent depth. AQ is your apparent depth. So you get mu2 by mu1 equals to AP by AQ, right? So if the observer was in air, then mu1 is 1, right? And mu2, suppose we say mu, then we can, and AP object distance they have taken as U, and image distance AQ they have taken as V. So we can write mu is equal to AP by AQ equals to U by V, right? Apparent distance by, real depth by apparent depth, real depth by apparent depth. So from here we can also find out apparent depth of the object. Apparent depth of the object is d by mu, where d is the real depth of the object. D is the real depth of the object. So what is the apparent displacement? What is the apparent displacement? What is the apparent displacement? Apparent displacement was PQ. Apparent displacement was PQ. If you go back,
PQ.
if you go back to the diagram, you can see apparent displacement. This is the apparent displacement. The object was here, and you get the image here. So PQ is your apparent displacement, and that is equal to PQ minus AP minus AQ. AP minus AQ, and that AP is the real depth given by D, and AQ is the apparent depth that you have found out, D by mu. So X, if X is the apparent depth, we can write it is equal to D within brackets 1 minus 1 by mu, within brackets 1 minus 1 by mu. Understood? Now this was a particular case, right? If you have successive media of thickness d1, d2, d3 up to dn having refractive indices mu1, mu2, mu3, mun, then you can easily write the apparent displacement as, d1 1 minus mu1 plus d2 1 minus mu2 and so on. And you can write it in summation form. Summation of I equals to 1 to n di 1 minus 1 by mu I. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So let us do a problem on this. Let us do a problem on this. Right. 10. 10. Do question number 10. A man observes a fish. A man observes a fish at a depth of 6 centimeter from the surface of water in a pond. To hunt the fish, at what depth will he have to throw the spear? Refractive index of water is 4 by 3, which means here a man observe a fish at a depth of 6 meter means the apparent depth of the fish is given. Apparent depth is 6 meter. Mu is given 4 by 3, and you are asked to find out the actual depth d, and you are asked to find out the actual depth d. So try doing this. If you can't do, I will help you later. I am giving you 3 minutes to do the problem.
Okay, sir.
You know the formula. You know the formula. What is the formula that you are going to use? Sorry, my mistake. Everybody done? I am not getting response from anybody. Have anybody done it or not?
No, sir, I couldn't.
Why
No,
you
sir.
couldn't? because the formula is very easy, right? It was given here, the formula was given here. Here is the formula. Mu equals to d by apparent depth of object, where d is the real depth. Mu equals to real depth by apparent depth. So apparent depth of the fish was 6 meter as viewed by the man.
Yes, sir.
Mu of water is given 4 by 3. So you can find out d.
Yes, sir. Now I can do.
Ha,
Yes, sir. Done.
done. Ha. Very easy. Now next, we are going to learn what happens if the object is in rarer medium and the eye is in denser medium. Let's see the drawing. Object is in rarer medium and the eye is in denser medium. So again, there is an object P which is in a rarer medium, suppose air, and suppose a swimmer is seeing that object P from the water, right? Let us say P is a bird. So a swimmer is seeing a bird P in air, which is in rarer medium, and you have a swimmer in the denser medium. So the refractive index of denser medium is mu2 and that of rarer medium is mu1, right? So what happens? Again, ray of light will come from point P, and when it is incident on the interface of the rarer and the denser medium, it will move towards the normal, right? It will move towards the normal. And another ray PA is normally incident on the interface and it will pass undeviated. So if we now project these two rays backwards, we get the image is formed, a virtual image is formed at point Q. Virtual image is formed at point Q. So now what happens? We will proceed same as before. What we know from the generalized Snell's law, mu1 sine I is equal to mu2 sine R. Mu1 sine I is equal to mu2 sine R. Mu1 sine I is equal to mu2 sine R. So what do you get? Mu2 by mu1 is equal to sine I by sine R, right? And what is sine I by sine R? Sine I by sine R from this diagram, sine I by sine R. So again, we can use that normalized form that tan I is same as sine I and tan R is same as sine R, right? From mathematics, we can write sine I is same as tan I and sine R is same as tan R. So what is tan I? What is tan I? AC by AP. And what is tan R? AC by AQ, right? So putting these two here, see here, mu2 by mu1, AC by CP and divided by AC by CQ. So finally you get mu2 by mu1 is equal to CQ by CP. What do you get? Mu2 by mu1, CQ by CP. CQ by CP, but you can also write these two triangles are similar, so you can write instead of C you can write AP, AQ by AP. You can write AQ by AP. See here, they have written mu2 by mu1 is equal to AQ by AP. Mu2 by mu1 is equal to AQ by AP, right? Now, as I have told you earlier, the bird was in air. So mu1 is equal to 1 and mu2, let us say it is mu. So mu is equal to AQ by AP. Mu is equal to AQ by AP, which means the refractive index of the denser medium with respect to air is apparent height of the object from the surface of separation by real height of the object from the surface of separation, which means mu is now apparent height by real height. In the first case, when the in the
শোনা
first
যাচ্ছে না
in the first case in the first case in the first case when the object was in denser medium and the I was in rarer medium, then we had got that mu is equal to real height by apparent height. But now when the object is in rarer medium and the I is in denser medium, then we get that mu is equal to apparent height by real height. So apparent displacement is now AQ minus AP is equal to mu D minus D, which gives you mu minus 1 into D. In the earlier case, it was D 1 minus 1 by mu. So the general case, the apparent displacement will be given by mu 1 minus 1 into D1 plus mu 2 minus 1 into D2 and so on. Everybody understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
yes
Yes,
sir
sir. Yes, sir. Orgojit, have you understood? Orgojit? Deep?
Yes, sir.
Orgojit? Moinak? Onubha?
yes sir
Okay. So let us do another problem from this. Do problem number 11. Do problem number 11. A swimmer is 12 meter below the water surface. A swimmer is 12 meter below the water surface. 18 meter above the water surface, right above the swimmer's eye, there is a bird. Refractive index of water is 4 by 3. Calculate the apparent height of the bird from the water surface as seen by the swimmer. A swimmer is 12 meter below the water surface. 18 meter above the water surface, right above the swimmer's eye, there is a bird. So the apparent height is given. What is the apparent height? Sorry, height is given. Real height, 18 meter. And the swimmer is 12 meter below the surface. So this 12 meter, does it has to do anything with that? Anything with the problem? 12
No, sir.
meter below the swimmer's displacement below the surface? It has to do nothing with the problem. Only the 18 meter above the water surface bird, right? The distance of the bird from the water surface, 18 meter, that is the actual height of the bird, right? Refractive index of water 4 by 3 given. So what was the formula? What was the formula? Mu 1.33 is equal to apparent depth by real depth, right? Apparent height by real height. Apparent by real. So what is apparent? So what is apparent height here?
So we have to
1.3.
find that only though.
1.33 into real 18 given. So 1.33 into 18 gives you 24 meter.
24.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
So everybody has this concept cleared?
Yes, sir.
So in the next class, we will continue our topics on refraction. We will see prism and total internal reflection. Okay.